I can affirm that a dog's memory, both short-term and long-term, are limited. The short-term memory is approximately 10 hours. The long-term memory is still under some debate. For this reason, my understanding of eternity is infinite, while your understanding is limited. But you have one up on me. You have an understanding of memory, which to me is unimaginable. In your quest to understand eternity, you bury your nose in books. You seek answers that are in the abstract. Though, in seeking answers in the abstract, you become abstract. Similarly, I try and sniff out answers of memory through potential familiar remnants left behind in every conceivable place, not excluding the foul or the obscene. I am searching for memory. So when you walk your dog, please do not pull tight on the leash, should he or she stop to smell, looking for perhaps that lost memory. For to do so would be the same as if we were to pull your leash every time you contemplated that which is eternal. I must have been walking for hours. I deduce this not from my memory, as I hope I have explained in enough detail, but because I am in tune with my physical body. That is, my feet hurt, and so I know I must have walked some great distance. With my nose pressed to the dirt, I sniffed. Rain cannot hide the scent of something that might be familiar. Rather, it merely blurs what cannot be erased. My sense of smell and desire to understand memory led me to a particular garden. The flowers, the stones, and the moss on the earth, they spoke to me, and there was a familiar breath. It's true that a dog sees the world in black and white. Equally, we dream in the most vibrant of colors. This is something beyond comprehension for most people. But if you can hear these words, you know I am probably speaking the truth. As points for a further discussion, we'll hold off on this. I will attempt to explain now how we dogs smell just as we smell fear, kindness, and danger. Yes, we smell that which is familiar. I think we can agree that this is not a forum to discuss the philosophy of colors, or perhaps even of smells, but know that this is a weighty point, and I will take this up later. Anyhow, I was walking, and yes, there were children, at least I think there were children, but what do I know? Rose by any other name. That's what I remember. Though the rain came down steady, and though the more savvy would have sought shelter, I didn't do this. Rather, I stayed in the front of the house, rooting around for that which is familiar. Had I been a part of this place? I wished to be a part of this place. Would I remember if I were? Perhaps, if left behind in a scent. And the rain came down steady, continually, as I sniffed into the blur. As time passed, I grew less timid, so I tried to speak with the boy. He said nothing in return. Eventually, I gathered perhaps he was not a boy, but only an effigy, a statue. I gathered enough courage then to venture through the gate. I was not surprised when I found yet another statue of yet another child. She was lovely and young. She was not yet a woman, and she appeared soon to approach maturation, and yet her stone eyes told me, though soft, she would never change. I smelled about her base, and it was familiar. though I could not detect my own scent. I let out a sigh, and I said, "Would that I could stay here, in this place." And then from within the house, I heard a woman's voice respond, "Why must you leave?" I jumped by the suddenness of the voice. I hadn't expected to hear anyone, and if I hadn't expected it to be a friendly voice. Being a dog, I have a keen sense of sound. I waited for her to speak again. She did. "You don't have to leave." Sensing no danger and no threat, I nevertheless moved cautiously, looking for this speaker, perhaps at a window or a door. "Where are you?" I said. "I cannot see you." "No," she affirmed. I asked, "Who are you?" "I am the woman of the house," she said, "and you are in my garden." I said, "You keep a beautiful garden." She said, "Thank you." Then she asked, "Do you know your name yet?" "Yes," I said. I chose the name Shakespeare. This seemed to please her. She said, "You like the theater?" Puzzled, I said, I don't know." "It takes a while to remember," she said, "to remember the things that you cannot forget." "Yes," I said. "Yes," she replied. I still could not see her. "You can come inside if you'd like." "Well, I think I'd rather stay out with the children just now," I said. "Yes, of course," she said. "You'll let me know if you need anything." "Anything at all?" "Yes," I said. And then I asked, "What is your name?" She told me, and I understood. Then she left me in the garden with the children.